Yes, I've sold all of my holdings in VOO, the S&P500 ETF. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how much profits have I realized after liquidating all of my positions, how I'm going to switch from one ETF to another to help those of you who are looking to do the same as well. Let's dive straight into today's video. Let's go. A little context for those of you who are new here, I started in November 2022, documented in this video, that I was investing into VOO, Vanguard's S&P500 ETF, because of its lower expense ratio, despite being subjected to 30% dividends withholding tax and estate taxes in the event that I do die. Many of you have actually left me feedback asking why I did not choose CSPX, which is domiciled in Ireland. That way my dividends withholding tax will be half at 15% instead. The reason was because Interactive Brokers back then didn't offer any fractional shares trading for CSPX, and every single month it would cost me a lot to invest into that. I started with only $150 a month, then it progressed to $200, and now since January 2024 it's been $400, and I'm looking to double that amount from $400 to $800 USD, which is why I need to look at one that is more cost effective and gives me a better currency exchange rate from SGD to USD. And after comparing a few different platforms that offers the London Stock Exchange, I was considering between CMC Invest and Interactive Brokers. Many of you who have followed along know I was very reluctant to get started on Interactive Brokers because I myself find it very hard to navigate around the platform either on the desktop or the mobile app. The reason why I didn't go to CMC Invest, I've actually tried exploring the platform first. So I invested into the Singapore stock market, bought a few shares to fulfill the new user sign up promotion to receive one Tesla share, etc. Then I was trying for the London Stock Exchange, but number one, they do not allow recurring buy, which would mean that every single month I have to manually go in and make my purchase. And if you've caught this video, I clearly said that I do not want to do things manually anymore because I wasn't consistent and I was driven by emotions whenever I look at the stock price today. Number two, there was also no fractional shares. So if I were gonna do $800 USD a month, I cannot. I need to do 2 shares of CSPX, which would be 1,000 over USD, of which I'm not ready to increase to that amount every single month. So Interactive Brokers it is more reliable in a way that if I know that I'm going to invest for the next 20 to 30 years, Interactive Brokers would be better as compared to CMC Invest. And number two, it is also because of the better exchange rates that Interactive Brokers offers. So step 1, liquidate my entire holdings in VOO on Syfe Trade. On the 28th of May 2024, I did exactly that after 18 months of investing. And if you take a look at this table, the total capital that I've invested was a little under $3,700 USD. The value of it when I sold it on that day was a little under $4,600. My profits, a total of 902.56 USD. So in order to withdraw everything back to my bank account, I need to convert it back to SGD. And after converting, taking into account the exchange rates, my profit is 20.3%. The way I recognize my investments profits or losses is only when they are realized, meaning I've sold off that particular stock and it's either I made a profit on them or there are losses that I have to recognize in my entire net worth.
After signing up with IBKR, this is the homepage that you'll be on once you've logged in. Click on deposit, add deposit method, select the currency you're depositing in. In my case, it's SGD. It'll show you 2 methods. 1, bank transfer, and number 2, transfer from Wise. I chose bank transfer because the rates and fees are better on IBKR when compared with Wise. Press on get instructions next and fill in your bank account details that you're sending money from. After filling in this, press on get instructions, and the next step is to use this information to transfer the amount in, and make sure in the comments for recipient at your respective bank account that you're trying to do the transfer from, you write your payment reference code right over here. For the first deposit, I tested on 23rd May, Thursday, 12:58 PM with $50, and 30 minutes later at 1:27 PM, I received it in my IBKR account. Then go ahead and fund the rest of your amount. The second deposit also took around 30 minutes for it to arrive. Step 3 is to switch from fixed pricing to tiered pricing. Go to the home page and in the search box above, type in pricing, then click on IBKR pricing plan. Default, you'll be on fixed pricing tier and per trade will cost you $4 instead of just $1.70. This was a mistake that happened to me, so make sure you do this before going on to the next step. Step 4 is to set up your recurring buy on IBKR. Search for CSPX and below the buy button, press recurring. Key in your start date, amount, interval, choose how often you want the trade to happen. I'm selecting monthly and I selected with no end date, so every month it will buy in until I decide to cancel this recurring buy. And that's it. Under recurring investment, you will see the amount, interval start date, and when will be the first buy. You do not have to change currency from SGD to USD in advance. When the recurring buy is triggered, they'll do that automatically for you. Every month, you just need to make sure that you transfer in from your bank account, or similar like how you set up a recurring buy over here, set up a recurring transfer from your bank to Interactive Brokers, maybe 1 or 2 days before the recurring buy happens on IBKR.
So now that I've set everything up, it's been automated. Every month, I'll be buying $800 USD into CSPX. For those of you who are wondering what am I doing with that lump sum realized profit and also my capital taken out, it's been funded into IBKR. I'm just waiting for the right time for me to go into it. Otherwise, it will be used as the amount I'm dollar cost averaging into CSPX. I don't want to deploy the entire lump sum right now because I feel everything is overvalued. It's very high. But yet at the same time, I'm not missing out on my dollar cost averaging journey every single month into CSPX. So I hope this video has helped you in one way or another. Any one of you looking to do the switch, coming from someone who was very reluctant to use their platform, I hope it has helped any one of you who feels that way as well. And that's all for today's video. If you have any feedback for me or any questions, leave it down in the comment section below or reach me on my official Instagram account right over here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!